with the breeze and everything, I'm thinking we might have a storm coming. I'd like to take a look at the garden though. I pulled up another, we'll just call them free-range hops plants. I've got one growing through my elderberry. I've just got 4 ounces of elderberries off of the elderberry today. Let's see if we can take a look over there. Okay, color balance right here. I extended the tarping up in front of it, so I may have got ticks. I don't know, we'll see. It's why I haven't really been fussing with it much, is that area is really bad, and it's another big reason why it's being tarped. Other than the fact that I'd like it to be something other than what it is, which is a big old ball of weeds. Interestingly, the elderberry doesn't let anything grow under it except trees. And I'm wondering if it like releases some sort of compound, like the walnut does jugulone, but that's new, and it's been relatively herbaceous plant free under there for years, so I'm a little confused. There are 2 varieties. I'm not sure what either of them are. These were pulled from a native plot that was probably about 500 foot wide and 300 foot deep up in Katanning. So these are the American elderberry, and that's the tallest they get, which is somewhere around 8 foot, I think. So let's turn back around. From underneath that, the hops does seed, and these are Penn's Brewery, which is 2 miles that way. Hops that have just kind of like escaped the old growing field and naturalized across the hillside here. They're very strong and quite delicious hops. They're really very amazing. And then on up here, well, I've pretty well determined what plant it is my brother gave me, and now I just anxiously await to find out what color of hardy gladiola I have about 2,000 of. But that'll be nice. They're going to be everywhere, and I'll probably re-gift quite a few, but that's going to be a nice... Oh, it's waggling in the wind. So I've got a few that are... That's the most advanced one, and this one's still in its like sheathed flower form. The echinacea are so happy that I got rid of the groundhog. However, the groundhog hole looks like it might still be active, so I might have to set the trap again to see what else is living in there. So here we have a bunch of the alliums. I'm going to go ahead and let those go to seed because I like them. If any of them take, that's great. They're much better than the hair top ones. I like them a lot better. Still working on dismantling the brick item. Kind of decided I want to go ahead and leave like 1 pillar for just kind of like setting things on, I guess. And over here, the amaranth is doing really well. These leaves taste pretty good, even raw, even uncooked, and they're quite edible, so that's nice. I'm hoping that they will go to seed so that I'll have a bunch next year as well, because they're supposed to freely self-seed, which would be awfully nice. In the back we have a bunch of borage. There's a couple more in the front, but I took them because I like being able to access my garden. And then of course all of the pot marigold just kind of meanders around. It's a self-reseeder. Asparagus is probably about 6 foot tall. And then there's this rhubarb that I don't like because it just isn't ever edible. It's very annoying. And then all of this is rhubarb. I like those because they're edible all year. Meanwhile, this one's already green first thing in the spring, even in the winter. So here we have it's looking like it's about time to collect the seeds and or spread about the seeds for the parsnip. So that's kind of cool. And So my property line's here. And I've been thinking about maybe doing like a permaculture retainer wall kind of thing to level this up and create a different kind of border between the neighbor and I. Or just a pathway there, not sure. Hollyhock's doing well. Something munched some of the leaves on my plum. I nitrogen treated it again with more ash as mulch. And this cherry seems to be doing well. I could stand to mulch it underneath as well. And then this cherry is starting to yellow up its leaves, but it's kept them much longer, than, it's like there was a bug, and I think it was a baby lightning bug. It's kept them much longer. It is prone to verticillium wilt. And I'm not sure if that's what we're having this year or if we have a different problem this year. But it doesn't seem to be to the point where it's like currently potentially fatal, because last year it very nearly died. Definitely very nearly died. The tree lilies are about finishing up. It turns out there's one bright yellow one directly behind this, so I almost never see it. So I might want to dig that up this year. Mullen's about to bloom, and as usual I have these little weevils on it. Come on. They have little elephant nose type things going for them. Oh, he's hiding from us. I don't blame him. I'm big and scary. They're crazy looking little bugs. I don't know. Many people hate mullein. There's no use for it, really. The flowers can be plucked to create a earache medicine in oil. You just drip the oil that's been infused with it into your ears. And the leaves are often used as toilet paper, and that's really about it. This is Joe Pie, which is starting to bloom. Let's see if you can get the pink hue look. I don't know if my neighbor's coming or going. It's very cool. And also, I don't know if they saw me. I cut down the lovage. Hi there! Hi, Pupper! Still trying to seed, but it's no longer 8 foot tall, so that's kind of nice. I could definitely use to get some of the lady's mantle more out of here. So it's not really very compatible with this. With the asparagus. I've been doing a lot of weeding and haven't been eating as much out of the garden as I normally would, and I'm not entirely sure why. Laziness? I don't know. This is dill. These are doing well. Those are the hardy kiwi. Yeah, here's the seeds for a next generation of parsnip. And covered in peas. Yeah, my unproductive trees. Really, the only tree that is matured enough to give me food is this one. And I've got a Saskatoon on either side that did pretty well, but my biggest... I've got bugs on me. My biggest Saskatoon harvest came from a neighborhood across the river. Might even be able to see the plot from where we were looking off the cliff, I don't know. I accidentally let a couple of garlics go to seed. I should take those because I don't need more garlic of that sort. But yeah, that's what's going on out here. It's good stuff. Happy summer. Bye.